this video, I'll be talking about the first house. So, when your first house lord is sitting in all the 12 houses, how it's going to impact your life. Now, talking about the first house actually determines about your own personality, your mind, how you think, uh, whether you are wise, you are optimistic, you have that intellect, you're full of pride, or you're very spiritual, or you're very cunning, or even you are very negative. All these traits can be determined just by looking at the placement of first house. Now, if your first house lord is sitting in the first house, that means it's a very strong chance that your first house becomes very prominent. Now, whether the first house lord is positive or negative, depending on how the conjunction and aspects are forming, if the first house lord is present in the first house, that means these people will have very prominent personalities. Like, for example, if it's a sun over here, then definitely you have a kingly status in your life. You are like a king, you are very independent. You have that pride in you want to be independent in your life. You have a persona, your wisdom, your intellect will be very sound. And similarly, if it is some another positive planet like Venus, Mercury, Jupiter, Moon, these all are very good planets. Now suppose if I see Rahu like planet over there, these people are very cunning. Okay, especially in the sign of Aquarius, these people are definitely very cunning, very very calculative in their thought process. They can even hide, they can even trick you, and they can be players, they can be healers, they can even be someone who is connected to some advanced technology. So if Rahu is prominent in the first house, then most of the time these people are very cunning. They might have this tendency of hiding their real self. Okay, they are like magician, so they can create an image, uh, a virtual image. Rahu is like a virtual image, big image, big virtual image, which can be even false for the outer world. Okay. Now, similarly, if the first house lord goes into the second house, this is very good combination, because what happens when the first house lord is in the first house, definitely this person only thinks about himself. Okay, they are very, they're sometimes very self-centric kind of people. They only think about themselves. Okay. Now, when the first house lord goes into the second house, these people think mostly about their family, their wealth, their family stability, wealth stability, and not just family and wealth stability. They even think about food. Okay, so these are the things where the focus goes if your first house lord is sitting in the second house. Now, if the first house lord is sitting in the third house, now third house is all about your willpower, your strength, the courage you take in your life. So if planet like Mars, Sun are sitting in the third house, being the lord of the first house, okay, you're very courageous, you have that willpower, you have that strength. Now, if the planet like Jupiter, Venus, Mercury, these are the planets sitting over here, then definitely some comforts will easily come in your life. Some, advantages, some benefits will definitely, some results will come very easily in your life, putting less effort. Like, suppose you are putting just 10 to 20% effort, you can get like 50 to 60% outcome from from that effort too, because these planets, which are very positive in their nature, in their trait, they definitely give easy outcome when they are sitting in the third house. But planet like Mars and Sun, Even like Rahu, if the first house is Aquarius, then Rahu becomes very prominent. So if Rahu is sitting in your third house, if Saturn is sitting in the third house, if Sun and Mars, then these planets actually make you very courageous, very hardworking. They're ambitious at time. They have they want to do something. They have that willpower to lead something if the sun is there. Okay, so most of the time these people can get into government service, they can start a new business, they can get into any kind of engineering field where they have very prominent role in their life. It requires a lot of courage to be at a position. So this third house basically somewhere help you. If your first house lord is connected with the third house, you're very courageous and hardworking person in your life. Now, if your first house lord goes into the fourth house, so you are somewhere very much connected with your motherland, with your mother, and even all the comforts of your life. So, if you're like that, then definitely do tell me about your circumstances. Now, this first house lord in fourth house can be very calculative also. Why? Because if it is moon, then it will be definitely very good place for it. If it is Venus, then definitely another good combination for first house lord to be in the fourth house, but definitely can be separation from mother. If it is Jupiter, then again this good combination. If it is Mercury, Sun, they're all good combination over here. If first house Lord is sitting in the fourth house, but if it is like Saturn, Mars, Rahu, Ketu, then there's definitely some type of disturbance in your home life. Okay, so you are mostly connected with your motherland, mother, but emotionally also you are connected, and even somewhere you even think more about your home life. Okay, your comforts, maybe even building your own home, buying new property, all those things could be the major aim of your life. Because first house is you. What do you exactly want in your life? What is your real aim of life? What exactly you can do? Such people can do really well in real estate if it is Mars being the first house lord sitting in the fourth house. Now first house lord sitting in the fifth house, these are very emotional people. They can get into relationship very easily. Okay, because it's sitting in the fifth house, they're very creative. They can be a poet, they can be a painter, singer, dancer, all these things. And one when first house lord is even connected, is sitting in the fifth house, they can even be someone who enjoys to you know be in a limelight. Okay, they can be in a social media, all those things, media kind of things. They can work in a media, they can work for their children. They can be very much connected to their children. They want children, they want relationship in their life, love relationship. And even not just that, but these people can be very good in their education too. They're very good in their education, because fifth house is all about sun, and first house lord, if it goes into fifth house, then these people are definitely somewhere very good in their education. Now, until there's some break is there, like if Ketu is sitting, Rahu is sitting, or some other planet's aspect or something is there, I cannot say that. But definitely if the first house lord is sitting in the fifth house, these people are very much, they're very intelligent, they're very creative kind of people. Okay, and they love to be in a relationship, and they even are very much connected to children also. Okay, um, and if I talk about the first house lord connection with the sixth house, now, when the first house lord is sitting in the sixth house, now these people are very service oriented people. Such people can even have a fighting spirit, and even they can be very someone who like to compete with others. Okay, and out of this competition they can lead to fight, and out of this competition they can be in any service also, government service also. And mostly they like to serve the society. So someone who can be in bank, who can be CA, who can be in government service like law, doctor, these all people can be linked with who have got first house lord in sixth house. So I'm just talking about the positive aspects of first house lord setting in the all the houses. If you think there can be certain negative aspects, but definitely I will consider those aspects in later videos. But in this video, I will only talk about the positive aspects, and some things, some triggers can definitely be there. Like for example, when the first house lord is setting in the sixth house, they can be the main reason for enmity with people. They can be the reason to trigger fight, okay, in their life. So any enmity in their life could be because of their own fault. So if I talk about if the first house lord is sitting in the seventh house, now this is a very beautiful combination. What happens, such people can be very dominating towards their partnerships. Like if they are in a business partnership, or if they are in a marriage partnership, they can be someone who want to lead their business, who want, if in partnership, and if in marriage, they would definitely want their spouse to listen to them and follow them, okay, when first house lord is in the seventh house. But definitely their whole mind is somewhere delved towards their, business and marriage. Now if the first house lord is sitting in the eighth house, now this combination can be little bit tricky, because the first house lord, eighth house, is all about transformations and hurdles, but it even talks about the inheritance and someone who can gain out of share market, FDs, and all those things. Can be in research mind. These can be into research and analysis. Someone who can be a detective, CBI, history related subjects, chemistry, physics, maths, all these subjects. They can be someone who are linked with these. But most of the time, what happens, even surgeons, even doctors, but definitely when the first house lord is sitting in the eighth house, some hurdles definitely come in their life most of the time, and transformations are just part of their daily work life. Sudden transformation, sudden change, and out of that change it can even bring frustration and anxiety. Now because first house lord is sitting in the eighth house, this can even mean that you are somewhere very hesitant to express yourself. So you can be someone who like to hide their feelings, hide anything they have in their mind, okay, because eighth house even connected with scorpio talks about uh, the hidden affairs, okay. So you can be someone who love to hide things from others. They can even have all the secrets in their mind, but they will never reveal. Now, when the first house lord is sitting in the ninth house, they are very dharmic kind of a people who are connected to their father, who are connected to their religion, who love to travel to pilgrimages. So, whenever the first house lord is sitting in the first house, fifth house, and ninth house, this is a very beautiful combination. That means you have somewhere did some Purva Punya Karmas. That's why your first house lord is sitting in the first house lord is sitting in the fifth house, first house lord is sitting in the ninth house. So definitely there's some blessings of gurus. That's why your first house lord is sitting in the ninth house. You will be connected with your father. You will listen to your father. You will listen to your gurus. You will follow them. You will follow your religion. You will follow your culture. You will never go apart from it. You will never leave them, whatever happens, whatever circumstances happen, okay. Even if there is a triggering point that some bad aspects are there, still you will never lose the path. Now if the first house lord is sitting in the 10th house, your most of the concern of life would be that you are focusing towards your status and your career, okay, profession. Now, similarly, if the first house lord goes into the 11th house, so most of the time your concern can be that you want this in your life, because you yourself, your mind is always delved into fulfilling your desires. So you have lot of desires in your life, but it doesn't mean all your desires will get fulfilled, because for that your mahadasha should come, your mahadasha. a first house lord Mahadasha should come in your life. Then only those desires get fulfilled. Antardasha is just a subdivision of it, and it gets linked only how it is making a combination with the Mahadasha. Okay, sometimes people get confused. What Antardasha gives, the same Mahadasha of it will also give. No, the circumstances are completely different. Checking the Mahadasha and Antardasha, you need to check how the placement of Antardasha Lord is there with the Mahadasha Lord. So sometimes Mahadasha gives a different result than what it gave in the Antardasha of some other, Mahadashas. Now, if the first house lord is sitting in the 11th house, you people have lot of desires. You people have big circle, friend circle. You enjoy big friend circles. You want to be in the limelight. You want people to focus on you, but you have lot of desires. You want to gain good wealth. You want all these things, okay? And you are somewhere even connected with your friends and elder siblings, but most of the time these desires fulfillment on gains and opportunities only come when this particular mahadasha comes in your life. But definitely what happens, your mind is always focused on your desires. You have a lot of desires. So when the first house lord is sitting in the 12th house, you people are very separative in your life. You like to recluse yourself. These are the lonely people who live alone, separated in foreign lands, or even if they are far away, they can get connected to spirituality also. They can be very charitable also. Expenditure could be there in their life, but somewhere these people feel very lonely in their life. And this could be the reason for some mental issues also. This can even bring mental issues in their life. Even some health issues related to mind, because when your first house lord, which depicts your mind, gets connected with 12th house, definitely some issue with your mind can be there. When first house lord is connected with 8th house, again some mind related issue can be there. All these anxiety problem, emotional imbalances, all those issues comes when the first house lord is sitting in the 8th house and the 12th house. Okay, 6th house can be less problematic, but 8th house and 12th house are seriously very problematic, and 12th house can bring loneliness, which can lead to depression also. Okay, so that's the reason. So this was all for first house lord sitting in all the 12 houses. Next we will move on to second house lord. So if you really like this video, please do subscribe to my channel Deep Astro Universe. And if you want to take paid consultation, you can just message me on my WhatsApp contact number, and even you can fill up the forms available on my YouTube channel.